श्री राधा मदन मोहन की, श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की, श्री राधा माधव की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की, गौर निताय की। AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON founder BBT founder Srila Prabhupada ki Srila Gurudev ki Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande Hari 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 Go. So you can go to introduction page 1. There you can see page 30. What is page? Hare Krishna. Yeah, page 1. Here you have Umagyanti Mirandasya. Hare Krishna. So here you have the Om Ajnana Timirandasya. You all have Bhagavad Gita, right? Everybody has your own personal copy? Hare Krishna. So my humble request is try to sing along with me. I know for some of you it might be first time. So it's difficult to chant Sanskrit words. But if you don't sing along, you will never sing along. That is how you learn Sanskrit. Sanskrit is not learned like geography or what other stupid subjects we had. Meaningless, worthless subjects we had. A lot of things we studied. They cannot be learnt like this. But Sanskrit is learned by singing. It's called, that's why Bhagavad Katha, it's Bhagavad Gita. It is sung. So when you sing the verse, you'll automatically remember it. Okay? Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuro Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhambitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please repeat after me as loudly as you can. It should go across the border. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुकुं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपः तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः अभ्याभ्यान्तरं शुचि। श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So welcome all to Kurukshetra. We are in Kurukshetra right now. Is that true? Yes, our life is a Kurukshetra, right? We are all going through different types of struggles. But we should carry a smile. We should understand nothing here is permanent. Everything is temporary. All the difficulties are also temporary. All the good things are also temporary. Like when you get an appraisal, you feel very nicely. That's also temporary. I'm sorry. Right? Yeah. So everything is temporary in this world, which is a good news also and a bad news also. So Bhagavad Gita is told in Kurukshetra, a very difficult scene which cannot be envisioned by all of us, because we have not seen any such situation what Arjuna was seeing. Right? He was in between two families, between one family actually, both the sides, Kurus. Even though they're called Pandavas, but actually it's Kurus, everybody. And together, they are facing this situation whereby they have to fight with each other. There is no other choice. In order to establish dharma, they have no other choice. Arjuna, as we go forward in this chapter, is going to give so many reasons that I will not do this war. He comes up with many reasons, primarily 5 reasons, which we'll discuss later. But Krishna explains to him that none of the reasons are greater than dharma. Right? You might have so many reasons. Oh, I want non-violence. I want to be nice with everybody. I want this, which is right. There's nothing wrong in that. But when it comes to the question of establishing dharma, right? You have to establish dharma. For example, a child in the house starts shouting at the mother. Both father and mother love that child. They both kiss him every morning. But one day he gets up and starts shouting at his mother. What should the father do? Right? Nicely scold him, isn't it? Or give him a slap therapy. Thop! Everything will be resolved. It's needed. Sometimes, in order to say the point, it is needed. And that's exactly what Lord Krishna is telling. It's needed now, Arjuna. You can't come here and say, I'll forgive. How can you say, I'll forgive? And you are a king. And all these people who are there in this Kurukshetra, both these sides, are also kings. And if we don't do the right thing, what will the future kings do? See, this king has brought a woman, a helpless woman, in between the whole assembly, and he tried to make her naked by removing the clothes in front of her husband, in front of her uncles, in front of all the so-called great gurus. And all these people have kept quiet. And if we don't do this war right now, this will repeat again and again. Yad yad acharati shreshtas tat tat evataro jana sayat pranamam kurte lokastad anuvartate. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, 21st shloka, that whatever these great people are doing is an example for others. And if great people are doing something bad, it cannot be tolerated. They have to be corrected. There is no discussion on this. Why? Because others will follow. If the father doesn't scold his son at that point, then what will happen? He'll continue to scold his mother. He'll continue to insult his mother. He'll not see the motherly love. He'll go against his mother. And one day he'll go against his father also. And not only his father, one day he'll go against a neighbor also. One day he'll go against a guru also. One day he'll go against the nation also. Right? And one day he'll go against God also. So whatever is the wrong thing should be stopped at the root. And especially when important people are doing it. Right? Today, Bhagavad Gita has to be learned by educated, well-settled people like you. Why? Because you are going to set an example for people below. That if they are learning Bhagavad Gita, we should also. Because normally common people look forward from learned people. How they behave, you also behave. Sorry, how you behave, they also behave. Right? So Krishna is setting it right in the beginning of the war. That Arjuna, you're not doing this war because you have to take a revenge. You're doing this war because it is dharma. There is no discussion on this. You have to do. Because we are setting an example for future. Often we forget that one day we will also be history. We often forget. But our ancient scriptures have always taught that our present will become history and our present will become a lesson for future. Right? And we cannot ignore it. We cannot ignore it. All our so-called modern education, which I'm not against, but I want to tell you, is third-class education, meaningless education. Why? Because it only teaches how to extract, how to exploit. That's all it teaches. How to remove things from the earth, how to exploit it. That's all the IITs are teaching. That's all the IIMs are teaching. That's all the ISBs are teaching. That's all institutions are teaching. What are they teaching? How to extract, how to exploit. That's all. There's nothing you can put it in different words. Geography. What geography you're talking about? Huh? Some country here, some country here, country. That's it. Is that geography? Real geography is when you call a Pandita to your house and you say, start the again. It's a Bharata Kshetre, Bharata Khande. He is telling you the real geography, where you are. Right? All the Jambu Dvipe. Right? He is telling you from where you are and right now where. Right now, where are you? Tell me. Where are you? You'll tell Goli Doddi. Where is Goli Doddi? Huh? I'm in India. Where is India? Asia. Where is Asia? Earth planet. Where is Earth planet? Prabhuji, too much hai. Arey, bolo? Where is Earth planet? Solar system. पूरा मार्क मिला था. Where is solar system? Milky Way. यहाँ तक पढ़ा था. Where is Milky Way? नहीं पता. Right? You don't even know where you are. That is our third class situation. We have not been taught where we are. Anyway, when Britishers came and occupied India, they were trying to occupy India. They studied our culture. I'm telling this very important thing, right? You all should know. They studied our culture. There is a book written by Dharampalji. You can buy these books by an author called Dharampal. He has written 5 series books called The Beautiful Tree. Right? It comes in 5 books. I don't know if they're selling it at Amazon. It was being printed by one press in Goa, and I had ordered it from there 10 years back, directly from the press. But if you find it, you can buy. What he did, this Dharampalji, who's no more now, in early 1900s, he went to England and he went into the libraries of England, and Right to Information Act, you can take anything from there. And whatever conversations happened between India and England in those days, in 1850, in 1840, in 1810, there were letters, na? Hey, how much did you occupy India? No, because of this. Okay. Now why don't you try like this? No, I'm trying. So all these letters, they are all there in the British libraries. He removed those letters and he started crying. Because he actually understood what we were. None of us know, right? What we were. Huh? The golden peacock. Golden peacock. ऐसा होता है क्या? 1800s, we were the richest country on the planet. Richest country. Nobody worked for anybody. There is no employment agreement. There is no employment. There is no employer, there is no employee. Everybody is a freelancer. Dhobi is a freelancer. Goldsmith is a freelancer. Farmer is a freelancer. Everybody is a professional in his space. And everybody is respectful to anybody and everybody. There is no zamindari system. There is no land in anybody's name. Can you believe it? Land is not there in anybody's name. How will you conquer anything? Now we have this plot is mine, this square yard is mine, this survey number is mine. Land is in nobody's name. Britishers were thinking, how to conquer this country? Land was in the name of village. And village had a panchayat. Panchayat also was not the name that time. Something different it was. Elderly people, knowledgeable people, Brahmanas were in charge of that village. You can't even imagine that system now, right? And they used to run the Gurukul. And they used to make sure that all the people who go to Gurukul, we can be Kshatriyas, Brahmanas, Shudras, Vaishyas, anybody. Everybody had right to education. It was not like, caste system, caste system was so bad. Nothing was bad. It was beautiful. Everybody used to go to Gurukul. And when everybody used to go to Gurukul, the Guru would see that, this child is very good in managing things. I think he is a Kshatriya tendency. This child is a great follower of order. He is a Shudra. This child is very intellectual. He is a Brahmana. This child listens very nicely. He is a Brahmana. So many things. He used to analyze. This child is very good in allocating resources, in calculating things. He is a Vaishya. So then he would tell the parents that I think he is right for this profession. It was a Varna Ashrama, not Janma Ashrama. I am born to a Brahmin, I am Brahmin. No, it was never like that. Of course, most of the Brahmin children became Brahmins because they used to maintain those Brahminical standards. And there is something called Garbhadan Sanskar. Garbhadan Sanskar is the first Sanskar that a male and a female does before they procreate, before they have sex. That is the Sanskar they do, where they both pray to God that please send us a wonderful soul in our association. Please send a great soul. That's why there is a muhurt. After marriage, to procreate also there is a muhurt. It's not like what they show in the movies. Right? Brahmana sets the muhurt, right time. And they both procreate. And they call for a great soul. A great soul comes. According to the consciousness of mother and father, the soul will come. If they are great Brahmanas, they'll call for a great Brahmana and a Brahmana will come. A great Kshatriya. Shivaji Maharaj called for a great Kshatriya and he got Sambhaji Maharaj. Sambhaji Maharaj did not come just like that by fluke. A great Kshatriya calls for a great Kshatriya. Understood? So this soul comes. Right? And this Varnashram system. These are Britishers are like, what is this? How do we break this? How do we break this system? We have to conquer these people. They are respectful. Atiti Devo Bhava. They are treating us like God. They are very respectful. How do we conquer? What is the thing that is, keeping them along? It's a big topic. I can go on this with 6-7 hours. I can go on. So many details are there. But I'm just giving you a prelude that you should know what we were. And you know how they broke? They broke our education system. They went and saw what is the most important thing that people are, which is the most important subject that everybody is being taught in India. I'm telling on facts. You go and read those books. Beautiful Tree, you'll know. With proofs it is there. What was our GDP? Which production is to happen where? What North India is to contribute? What South India? Our Akhanda Bharat, how it was. Everything is detailed. And they saw which is the subject that they're teaching children, the most important subject. Can anybody guess what is the subject? Religion, okay. What else? Huh? Scriptures, okay. Vedas, okay. Bhagavad Gita, okay. Think more. What is the subject which is the most important subject than any other subject? Spirituality, okay. You're telling the content, not the subject name. Yeah. Languages, yeah, okay. Moral education, okay. It comes with it, but you're just not telling that word. You know why you're not telling? Because that is the most derated subject today. The most derated subject in your entire education system, which had no value. What is it you told? History. The most important subject of our ancestors was history. And the most third class subject right now is history. Just see the contradiction. What does history teach? The lessons that our ancestors have already learnt. Right? And what is part of history? Ramayana, Mahabharat, Srimad Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrit, and many other itihasas, Puranas, all part of history. And when you learn history, you will not repeat the same mistake again. So important, right? So important. History also teaches moral lessons. What wrong was done? How great our ancestors were. Who was Ram? Who was Varaha? Who was Narsimha? Right? Tomorrow is Narsingha Chaturdashi. Right? Who is Lord Narsingha? Why did he even come? What wrong did Hiranyakashipu do? What are the great qualities of Prahlad? We don't know. It's not there in our subject books. How do you expect your son to become like Prahlad if you are like Hiranyakashipu? Mother and father are like Hiranyakashipu. How do you think Prahlad will come out? Another small Hiranyakashipu will come. Again, Prabhujis and Matajis, Britishers understood this. They have to break our education. And what they did? They started, first thing foremost, education was taught in local language. All education was taught in local language. It means what? Here in this part of the India, all the Vedic scriptures were taught in Telugu. All the teachers, Brahmanas were the teachers, they were teaching in Telugu. All the people in Punjab were learning in Punjabi. All the, Tamilians were being taught in Tamil. Maharashtrians in Marathi. And even interior, Kannada. Then you can go to, what is that, another language in Karnataka? Huh? Yeah. No, there is one more. Konkini. Right? You can go even that depth level. Brahmanas were very proficient with their own language and they were teaching all the children in those languages. You know why? Because all our culture is hidden inside the language. If you all speak Telugu in your house, you will become Krishna conscious just like this. If you just speak Hindi in your house, you'll get bhakti just like this. It's all there in us. आप घर में आइए. See in that word, आप घर में आइए. Right? Aap. Is there a replacement for aap in English? Stupid language English. I am speaking English only. There is no respectfulness in English. Even if you want to, then we have to add some words. Your grace, please come inside. Right? So many things you have to add. The greatness of Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, is he used this language to give us Krishna consciousness. He could even use this because he understood people will only hear in English. And what did Britishers do? They imposed English on all Gurukuls. They imposed English on all Gurukuls. They said all teachers have to teach in English. And immediately what happened? All the Brahmanas, the great teachers, left the Gurukul, saying, we're not going to teach in English. We don't know and we don't want to. And as soon as they left, they brought their teachers. And so the butchering started. Right? And today we are a product after 18 generations, 18 decades, 180 years. What you were, you can't even recognize. You can't fathom what you were. Right? And what all they did to break our culture, they brought buffalo. Buffalo was there, but they made it prominent. Buffalo milk is thick. Curd is very thick. Eat buffalo. And tea. They introduced tea. There was never tea in India. Right? Tea is an intoxicant. It destroys your metabolism. They brought that thing. Right? It kills your hunger. Stomach is craving. Now is the time to eat. You put tea. It's an intoxicant. The result is what? You might be, Prabhuji, tea ke baare mein kyun bol rahe? Bolna padega na. And tea is not good with cow milk. It will not taste good with cow milk. Buffalo milk will taste good. Promote the buffaloes. Right? As a result, what happened? Number of cows came down. When number of cows come down, then what will happen? They have done it with a plan, Prabhu. Don't think none of these things are unplanned. Everything is planned. Cows will come down. When cows will come down, what will happen? Cow milk will come down. Cow milk will come down, what will happen? Cow ghee will go. When cow ghee is gone, you cannot do any yajna. Because the yajna phal will go to the devatas only when there is cow ghee. You can't put soya milk ghee or, what other thing we are squeezing now to get milk? I don't know. Almond, coconut. Tomorrow that concrete also is squeezed, you'll get milk. That also you drink. Right? You can't get the mercy of Agni Devata by putting buffalo ghee or jersey ghee or anything. Only pure Desawali cow ghee. They knew that. They had more faith in our system than we had. They knew this is how we have to break. And as soon as all the devatas are being hungry, they are not happy now. So they also stopped giving mercy. And today we are a product of that. Britishers thoughtfully, very perfectly, thoroughly, they destroyed. Mughals could not do that. Mughals only had, valor and power, and they divided us. They tried to get our lands, but they could not touch our culture. They could not. But Britishers hit the final blow. They hit the culture. And the biggest hit of culture is when mobile phones, smartphones started. finish. That's the final, nail on the coffin. उसके बाद तो खत्म ही हो गया, finish. There is, Indian culture is completely considered as third graded, meaningless, worthless, ritualistic, blind belief. No, nothing was blind in our belief. If you read, if you people go and actually learn Ayurveda for 6 months, 3 months, 1 month you read Ayurveda, you'll understand how scientific we were in everything, right? So the history was destroyed. And what is the final history that was kept in our books? Aurangzeb, Babar, Gajini, how we were beaten, how we were thrashed, how we could never revolt back. Tipu Sultan the Great, such a horrible murderer, rapist, is being put as the Great. This is what happens when history is fiddled with. Right? History should not be fiddled. And that is the most important thing in our country. That was fiddled. And the result is what? Complete adharma today. Go and ask so many Hindus. Go and ask them, are you proud of being a Hindu? They'll tell no. They'll tell no. Everybody is a hypocrite. People go to temples, but they don't have any belief in God. It's become completely a ritual, a transaction. They have no faith in what they are doing. People are hesitant to put tilak. What is going on? Why do we put tilak? This is the Agnya, the Agnya Chakra, where our ego sits. On my ego, I want the feet of God to be there. This is feet of God. This is not just a symbol that I give. Today, so many new, fake spiritual paths. God knows what all tilaks they are discovering. Baapre. I saw that Mahabharat serial in Star Plus. All gymnastics, all, embroidery of tilaks. What nonsense. What is the meaning of that tilak? ऐसे ऐसे लगा के करना, ऐसे 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 लगा के अर्जुन, अरे उसका मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of that tilak? Right? You put the 3 tilaks like that. What is that? Lord Shiva. Right? Why does he put that tilak? We don't know. No, Prabhu, you are this caste, I am this caste. Are? You don't know your past, you are talking about caste. And when Papu is running behind, caste census karo. Khud ka jaat nahi malum hai usko. And he's talking about caste census. I'm telling you, this is the situation today. And there are people supporting it also. Adhyatmika, Adidaivika, Adibhautika. Kleshas. They're controlled by Lord Shiva. Right? There is a whole science behind everything. Why did I pick up this topic, Prabhuji? I've spent almost half an hour on this now. Is to tell you why Krishna was saying do the war. Because the history was being created. History is being created even right now. 11th of May 2025 is going to be history on 12th of May 2025. What we do today is going to be a precedent for tomorrow. If we have to change tomorrow, don't sit and cry thinking about the past. What has happened has happened. Now change it. Now change it. And now change it by you changing first, not changing others. Today's class is not to go and tell 20 people, oh, you don't know, you are this, you are that. No. Am I what? I believe in. Am I following what I am supposed to follow? Am I proud to be who I am? Right? Am I representing what I am proud of? Am I proud of Arjun? Am I proud of Krishna? Am I proud of Mahabharata? Am I proud of Ramayana? And if I have any doubts in that, clarify. Why was Sita sent on Agni Pariksha? ठीक नहीं लगा. Clarify ना. कौन मना कर रहा है? These classes are for that only. I am not sitting here to just teach you Bhagavad Gita. I am sitting here to remove your doubts. Because doubt is the root of destruction. If our doubts are not cleared, then we will remain in blind belief. We were taught not to ask questions because we felt that if you ask questions, then you are objecting, you are not accepting. That is the image that was created. Entire Bhagavad Gita is questions and answers. Entire Srimad Bhagavad is questions and answers. All our scriptures are question and answers. You will not see a single Vedic scripture where one person is telling, Sartan Sajuda, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. कुछ भी नहीं ऐसा. There is nothing like that. One person is asking, one person is answering. What a beautiful culture, right? And you have a right to ask everything. You can ask, Prabhu, I don't believe in this. Yes, Prabhu.
During 1100 AD, our GDP was around 28 to 32% of the world. And before Britishers took over, it was 24%, and after British left, it was 0.25%. Exactly the same topic. Everything was present.
Yeah, it is true.
So I think we don't know about this, and I think that's the reason we are.
Prabhu, I mean, but I suggest, because I'll tell you why, why I took up this topic is that because I want all of you to learn the history. Please learn the history. Take some time out to learn because if you learn history, you'll know who you are. And then you'll get strength to defend what you have. Otherwise, everything will become ritualistic and the strength will be lost. Strength of a marriage. What is the strength of a marriage? How does a marriage get strength to sustain? Trust, foundation, all that ठीक है. But the strength of the marriage happens before the marriage itself. What is it? Blessings. See, nobody thought about it, right? Oh, क्या है bro जी? No. Strength of the marriage is blessings. Arey Baba, because the blessings were so strong, the marriage could sustain. You think our ancestors did not fight? Everybody fought. They also husband and wife fight chala. What? They had blessings. And how the blessings came? Who all blessed? Parents, society, gods, devatas, and Supreme Lord also. Everybody blessed. Brahmanas, everybody blessed. 7, 7, 10, 10 days they did the blessing. Then the marriage could sustain. Today, why are marriages not sustaining? No blessings only. Right? Nobody has faith only. There is no tapasya. There is no intention of everything is sense gratification. I want license for sex, so get married. Khatam. That's all it is. It is reduced to that. But that's not what a marriage. Purpose of marriage, people don't know. So all these things, Prabhuji, are methodically destroyed. In marriage, you are supposed to do upavas. Do you know that? You are supposed to do upavas until everybody who has come to the marriage eats. And what are they supposed to eat? Prasad, not chicken biryani, not some buffet fellow doing some, buffet food. No, it has to. It's the greatest yajna, vivaha yajna, and it is done offered to the god, right? And then it is offered to all the brahmanas, and then elderly and children, and then all the people who have come, and then all the beggars outside, and then go and call outside, is there anybody hungry? And then husband and wife come down and they are served, not like they go and eat like animals. Animals stand and eat. Have you seen any time animals sitting and eating? Think about it. Any animal you have seen sitting and eating? जानवर खड़े होके खाते हैं. कुछ रिंग बेल बजा. इंसान बैठ के खाते हैं. Human beings are supposed to sit down and eat, not stand and eat. And what happens in all the buffets? Stand and eat. There is a whole Ayurvedic lesson we can take on this. But forget about Ayurveda. See where we are reduced to. See where we are reduced to. So tell me, when there are no blessings in that marriage, how will the marriage last? How long you look like, Chand ka tukda? Huh? First week, Chand ka tukda. Third week, Gatar ka tukda, mukda. Right? Immediately all interest gone. How will you think it lasts? Blessings, Prabhu. आशीर्वाद किधर है? Prayers किधर है? You know, once one girl and boy, long time ago, they used to come to satsang. They, Prabhuji, you want to get married? Okay, very nice. We'll do registered marriage. So why? Parents मर गए क्या? No, we don't want that hodgepodge, Prabhuji. We'll do registered marriage. Stop coming to satsang. Get lost. Then I had to bring their parents, boy, girl, and then, of course, they understood why I got a little angry. I told them, no, this is not a way. We are not animals to mate on TNGO Colony Road. We are not animals. We are human beings, right? There is a whole process. What is the problem? Then made the parents meet to each other. बहुत कुछ हुआ पहले, and now they are married. They got married. I went to their marriage also. Now he is a professor. He did his IIMs after that, and he's a professor in Mahindra University now. And they both are now preaching in Mahindra University. And today, Bhagavad Gita is one of the mandatory subjects in Mahindra University. Power of blessings from Srila Prabhupada, from Acharyas, right? I'm telling you, Prabhu, when we go forward with blessings, we can change the world. Soldiers, when they go, they take blessings of their parents and go. Entire family, blessings. Why? Because blessings do all the thing. When Hanumanji wanted to jump on Lanka, he took the blessings of Lord Ram. Bolo, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. And he jumped, that's it. He did not have any prior resume experience of jumping. Neither did he jump 100 coaches. He never had anything like that. Right? Not like, I jumped already, so I know how long to jump, how to go. No! He didn't even know if, how Ravan looks like. He didn't even know if Sita is there. He just said, Jai Shri Ram, and he jumped. Right? That is the power of blessings. Power of blessings is a lot. Why am I wearing this? Because I'm a special person, great guru. Why am I wearing this? Because I'm a third class fellow. I'm a useless fellow. Nothing good will come out of this throat. But if this is kept on the throat, then something useful can come out. What is this? Blessings. From where did they come? From here. Right? In Vedic culture, har is given so that we get blessings. Don't think har pe na diya. No. This is coming from the altar. All the time, whoever speaks on Vyasasan, he is empowered by giving blessings of God in the form of a garland. I should not think, oh, ye pehen ke main bada guru ban gaya. Kuch nahi. Right? I get an empowerment to speak. Blessings. Yudhishthir Maharaj, before he started the war, what did he do? Before even Bhagavad Gita was spoken, when all the assembly came together, Yudhishthir walked from this side to the other side, took blessings. He took blessings of Bhishma, he took blessings of Drona, he took blessings of Kripa. He even went and wished all the very good to Duryodhana. That is the difference between Duryodhana and Yudhishthir. And Bhishma told, as soon as Yudhishthir came to take blessings, you already won the war. Because you have taken blessings. Right? Prabhu, that is how important is blessings. And today our culture is completely kept it aside. Right? Completely not even. And sanction of authorities is so important. Permission from authorities is so important. It's not I'm eligible for everything. No. Karna, he went to Gurukul. And he didn't ask Drona. He told, I have come here to get educated. Please give me. Drona looked at Karna. Is this the way to talk? He saw arrogance. He saw arrogance in Karna. He didn't reject because he was a Sutaputra. Sutaputra, son of a charioteer. That was not the criteria. His son was Brahmana Putra, Ashwadhama, but he still gave education there. Why only Kshatriyas? He gave education to many. But he rejected Karna. Why? He saw arrogance. Where there is no Vinayam, there cannot be Vidya. Right? In earlier days, a king's son, a farmer's son, a dhobi's son, everybody has to go to Gurukul. And the Guru will treat them in the same way. In Gurukul, you are same. In Gurukul, you are same. And for 1 year or 2 years, they are only asked to clean the Gurukul. Go clean the gate, clean the this, clean that, clean that. What about Vedic scriptures? What about this? No. Clean. Why? Until they become humble, there is no question of giving education. See the standard. Right? I will give education only when they become humble. Until then, no education. So humility was the most important education that was given. Are our children being given that? Huh? I went to that school. What is that international school on that Nanakramuda road? One of my friends, his children told him, Nana, please leave us near the circle, we'll walk from there. And he asked, why? Nana, please. Because he comes in a alto car. His children don't want their parents to drop them near the school because they have alto car. Is this education? What is this? Huh? I'm not kidding. What to speak of alto? Even if you have Honda City now, like no, paper, BMW. Right? Once I was asked to give a lecture in that school. I went. Somebody called me. They said, give a lecture. I told children that, it was about habits. The topic was like that. So I openly told, become good. Don't drink intoxicants. Don't smoke ever. Don't drink alcohol. Don't drink this. Don't drink that. And don't sleep late. You spoil your health. Get up early in the morning. Prabhu's teacher came to me in between the class. I said, I just need to talk to you. I went out. Please don't tell all these things, sir. I said, then what am I supposed to tell? No, tell them to study well. That is the habit that we want. That is the reason we called you. I said, what? Why? Because all their parents have bailed us. They're all drinking, they're all eating, they're all doing all nonsense. And if you teach the children will be confused. Right? That is the reason in satsangs I never tell send your children. Because if I tell send your children, entire apartment children will be here. And where will the parents? In Orbit Mall. And children will learn certain nice things. Then they'll go and tell their parents, Nana, what you're doing is part. Who told you? Then he'll give me part by coming in. Why should I take all that nonsense? Come as a family, learn. So this is what is being taught to the children. What kind of education are we talking about? Where you don't know how to respect others. Right? So, come a long way. Dronacharya did not give education to Karna because he did not see respect. He did not see any element of submissive humbleness. Arrogance he saw. And of course, he also saw, he was Bharadwaja Putra, not an ordinary person. He could see that this fellow is tomorrow going to use his education for a wrong purpose. And same thing was the case with Ekalavya. Ekalavya came. Ekalavya will never see in Mahabharata, in Bhagavad Gita. His name will not come. Why? Can anyone tell why Ekalavya is not being discussed in Bhagavad Gita? All other names will come. Because Ekalavya was killed before even the war started. And you know who killed him? Krishna. Swayam Krishna went and killed him. Prabhuji, Ekalavya, my heartful hero, Prabhuji. Superstar Krishna did Ekalavya picture, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Ekalavya thumb hero, Prabhuji. You gave thumb, Prabhuji. Guru Bhakti Nidarshana Prabhuji. See, this is our media, no? This is what he made him to, right? A hero. No, he was not a hero. He stole education. He was from Magadha Desh and he belonged to a community which is not a very nice community. And Magadha Raj had bad intentions on the entire world. Jarasan, right? He was killed by Bhim later on. Magadha Raj wanted to be the greatest king of everybody by doing some all kinds of yagyas, by conquering the kings and everything. And Ekalavya was part of Magadha Desh. And as soon as Dronacharya understood that this fellow is coming from Magadha Desh and he is having skill, God given skill is there. And if he is given education in this, he is going to fight against Dharma tomorrow. And that is the reason said, remove that finger. How many of you are told about this? Nobody has told me. That is our Star Plus, that is our ZTV, that is our, right? That is our movies, Tollywood, Bollywood, Collywood, I don't know. Right? They never speak. That is why you should learn scriptures from authorized, authentic source. That is when you learn all these things. So Ekalavya stole the education. He was not given the education, he stole it. And you know how dangerous education is when it is not given with responsibility? Very dangerous. If education is given to a person who is not in good consciousness, he can use that education to destroy things. What is our biggest threat today from our neighboring country? Nuclear bombs, isn't it? First of all, why are nuclear bombs in such a country? Where the only thing that is taught to them is revenge and destruction from their childhood. Why are bombs in that place? That is called education to a wrong person. Right? That is called education to a wrong person. That's exactly what Ekalavya was. Giving nuclear bombs in Ekalavya's hands will do what? Drona saw that. Remove that thumb. These days, if Ekalavya is there, he will never give that thumb. Then how will he see short videos? Tiku, 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 tiku. Without thumb, you can't see short videos, right? YouTube short videos. You ask Kandar, I'll give pinky finger, not thumb. Anyway, that time he asked, give me the thumb. Kshatriyas have a tendency of doing, something extreme also. So he had a Kshatriya tendency, he removed his thumb. That is nothing. Even Banasura removed his head for Lord Shiva. Right? Asura tendency, Asuric tendencies, these are all. Removing hand, removing thumb, giving this, giving that. Of course, for good reason also it can be done. Maharaj Nimi, he removed his flesh to save a pigeon. That's a great king. But anyway, Maharaj Nimi did not become famous, but Ekalavya became famous for Guru Bhakti. What Guru Bhakti are you talking about? You never took blessings of Guru to take that education. You stole that education. And that is very dangerous. So he took the finger out. And after that also, he learned Dhanurvidya without using the thumb. And Krishna understood. This fellow is going to unnecessarily create more problems. So before the war itself, Krishna went and killed Ekalavya. Finish. निकाल दिया. वो नहीं आएगा ना एकलव्य सिनेमा में लास्ट में. Yeah. So Prabhuji, so many things in Mahabharata are not properly explained to us. So many things. But we don't know because we are going to get into those characters now. Each one by one character we'll get into. Where Sanjay will tell he is standing, Drona is standing, Karna will not stand because Karna will come later. But Karna is called out because Karna is one of the most important person in the Mahabharata war. And to a large extent, he is one of the core reasons for Mahabharata war to happen. Why? Because Duryodhan had more confidence in Karna. Now Karna, or kitna, victim card, na? Karna is a Acharya of victim card, playing a victim card for everything. But what great qualities Karna had? Prabhuji, Dana, Veera, Sura, Veera, Kira, Kura, Kura, Pira, Karna. बना दिया उसका पिक्चर भी बना दिया है कि नहीं. But if you understand the qualities of Karna, you'll be like, what kind of third class fellow was he? He had no good qualities. He had one, two here and there. Sorry, I had to put it on silent. I forgot. Karna had no good qualities. Karna went to Parshuram. Did he tell the truth? Who is he? He lied. He lied that I'm a Kshatriya. Teach me education. Huh? No, no, no. He lied that he's a Brahman. Right? And he served him, got educated. Later on, when he found out he's a Kshatriya, immediately cursed him. You don't deserve, you lied. Your primary admission itself was wrong, right? Right? And Karna, he got all that education. Then what did he do? Then he was so revengeful towards Pandavas. Why was he revengeful towards Pandavas? Can anyone tell? Pandavas ने कुछ बिगाड़ा था उसका. Why was Karna so revengeful towards Arjun especially? ये serial अच्छा देखा है. He wanted to do the best too, because that is what they show in the serial. In the Draupadi Swayamvar, Arjuna won. No, I'm talking about even before that. Lot before that. From prima facie, first beginning itself was very envious towards Arjuna. Why? ये टीवी सीरियल में नहीं दिखा है. Because Drona rejected him and Drona selected Arjuna. Huh? See, caste census हो रहे हैं. He belonged to them. I'm telling you, that's the problem. Don't mind. So he belonged to Shudra community. That is the reason. No. Because in past life, Karna was a Rakshas. His name is Sahasra Kavaja Rakshas. Nobody knows this. If you read Mahabharata, you'll understand Karna was a Rakshas in past life. He did lot of tapasya to Lord Shiva and he got Sahasra Kavaj. 1000 Kavajas he got. 1000 Kavaj. And nobody can kill him when he has that Kavaj. How many? 1000. Can you imagine how strong he was? And when he got that Kavaj, he started creating so much rakas, so much problem for all devatas, all planets. And the only way the Kavach can be removed is when one personality does 100 years of Ghora Tapasya. Not ordinary Tapasya. It's a whole very detailed to it. I'm telling it in a short way. It's very impossible. Lifetime of Tapasya he has to do and come and do the what to remove one Kavach. And how can anybody do that kind of Tapasya? If he does lifetime of Tapasya, he'll die. After that, how can he kill? Then Naranarayan Rishis took up this task. Who are Nar and Narayan? Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna and Arjuna. Nar and Narayan. Their temple is where? Badrikashram. Even right now. So they took up the task of killing this Sahasra Kavaj Rakshas. And Nar was doing the tapasya, Narayan was killing him, removing one Kavaj. Narayan was doing the tapasya, Nar was going in removing one Kavaj. So in rotation, they removed all the Kavajas. One Kavaj was left. Kavaj and Kundal. That is how he took birth, huh? Kavaj and Kundal. कैसे आया? कौन दिया उसको? Anybody here took birth with Kavaj and Kundal? Right? Nobody tells, na? Why he got Kavaj and Kundal? Nobody tells. This is how we got. Sun God had nothing to do with it. Surya Bhagwan Vivaswan had nothing to do with this Kavaj and Kundal. This fellow lost 99 Kavajs. Right? And only one Kavaj and Kundal is left. So he understood, I'm going to die now. Narayan is going to kill me. Narayan is going to kill me now. Then what he did? He ran. He ran and he saw Sun God. Surya Bhagwan. He went in front of Surya Bhagwan and he started paying him obeisances, respect, all that. And Surya Bhagwan said, "Oh, who are you? You look very bright, you look this. Who are you? I've come to take your shelter. Can you please give me shelter?" Normal answer is, "Yes, I will give you shelter." He didn't realize against whom he is giving shelter. Then he told, Narayan are behind me to kill me. You're giving me shelter. I said, "What is this? I am servant of Narayan. How can I give you shelter?" Right? And then he said, "But I have given you the word that I'll give you shelter." Okay, I'll give you shelter. They will not kill you now. But in next birth, you have to handle it. So he gave shelter and he gave him birth again with Kavach and Kundal. That is the reason he became Surya Putra, Karna. It was not like he was celebrated Surya Putra. Oh, my darling, my Karna, you've taken birth. No, there was no feeling between Suryadev and Karna. Nothing like, yeah, of course. He wanted him to, everybody wants other person to become a devotee. So Surya Bhagwan had, okay, he should become a devotee. So he took birth. Right? After he took birth, because he was envious of Nara and Narayan in past life, he continued that envy even in this life. He could not tolerate Arjun. It's like a mongoose and a snake. When a snake and a mongoose take birth, put mongoose in one room, snake in another room. After 10 years, remove them, put them before them, the both will fight. It's like an inbuilt, encoded enmity. That's how it was. He was completely envious of Arjun from the day one. And because of that enviousness, all his good qualities which he got from Suryadev and from Kunti, they both did not work on him. See, from parents you get some good qualities, but they did not work because he was in such a bad association of his own envy. Right? And everything he did after that was only regretful things he did. Brought bad name to himself. Right? He was not supposed to participate in Swayamvar. He only went. And Arjuna saw, no way. He is not the right candidate for Draupadi. Draupadi came for a purpose. Draupadi appeared. Divya Janma Draupadi has come for a purpose. She asked for a husband with all great qualities and to Lord Shiva in past life. And Lord Shiva told, no, there cannot be any husband like that. I'm telling all of you. You can't find anybody with all the great qualities. But she said, no, I want my husband most beautiful, most chivalrous, most dharmic, most powerful, most strength, most this, most that. They're asking for Narayan. Only Narayan has all these things. Then he said, no, I want. Okay, granted. 5 husbands came with all those 5 qualities. Right? So she had to take that effect, right? She had to accept that. That's what Lord Krishna reminded her. You are the one who asked Mahadev and you got it. So don't complain now. Why Kunti told that, why she told share it, and why you have to accept it because you had asked for it. This is not the TV serial, right? Anyway, many things. So anyway, so Draupadi was being brought to that sabha, and who gave the idea of bringing Draupadi? Till that time, the whole Yuddha was going on. Karna. Karna gave the idea that, hey Duryodhan, now Draupadi is your dasi. You have full right on her. Bring her. See what he was doing? Was he a real friend of Duryodhan? And by the way, how did he become friend of Duryodhan? When he came to the sabha where the practice match was going on. Everybody were showing, their skills. At that time he came and he wanted a war. A war is not supposed to happen in a practice session. And that was also granted, but at the time, Krupacharya saw there is a problem here. This fellow is envious. He is actually planning to kill each other. They were not scared of Arjuna. Arjuna would have killed Karna any day. Arjuna defeated Karna so many times. The TV serial shows as if Karna is greater than Arjuna. Right? So many times. He defeated him in Varnavrat, the Virat Raj Yuddha. He defeated him in Draupadi Swayamvar. He defeated him so many times. Even Gandharvas could defeat Karna. He ran away in front of Duryodhan when he had to go and hide himself when they captured Duryodhan. So you can understand how wrong representation is happening when the history is wrongly presented. So then Karna, how he became a friend of Duryodhan? When he came in that match and Duryodhan saw skillful, that Bhuja and everything, he said, this fellow should be in my party. So we'll do an alliance. Right? Now also many alliances happen. Alliance for what? Their own advantage. There is no dharmic principle behind. I want to use this fellow. And what did he tell? I am making, you cannot do a war unless you are a Kshatriya. I am making you a Kshatriya. I am giving you Angaraj. Anga Deshka Raj. Bhishma looked at Vidura. How can this fellow give Angaraj? Angaraj is the property of Dhritarashtra. This fellow is a prince. He is not even declared Rajkumar. What right he has to give Angaraj? He declared it in front of all the population. I am making him Angaraj, Immediately Vidura told, Chodo na, if you tell now, uska kachra ho jayega. Our dynasty people laugh that how could he make such a, we'll deal it later. Let him do what he wants to do, we'll deal it later. There is not a single mention of Karna going to Angaraj and doing any, king's duty in entire Mahabharata. Right? Karna went there in Angaraj, he was doing this, Angaraj, he developed Angaraj. There is no mention. That fellow never even went to Angaraj. He just took the mukut of Angadesh and he kept, okay, I am Kshatriya now. Now I can do the war against against Arjuna. Right? See, look at the opportunism here. And this fellow is sitting in Dyut Sabha and he's, of course, sometimes he had some flickering, little good feelings also he got. Like, we should do war against Pandavas. Why are we doing all chal kapat? He used to tell sometimes. But it's not like he was so nice person also. So then what did he do? He told Duryodhan, get Draupadi. Duryodhan had no such ideas. He got Draupadi. Then what did he tell? Then Draupadi was being brought there. After Draupadi is brought there, she was asking some questions. Who was kept first on the bet? Me or Yudhishthir? Did he lose himself or did he first lose me? She was putting logic to that. There was an important question to be asked. How am I a dasi of these people today? What is the sequence? In between that, Karna tells, looks at Duryodhan and he tells, she is what is that word he used? Very, very damaging word he used again at Draupadi. Divya Janma Draupadi. No, not Vaishya. Bandhini. Who told that? Hare Krishna. Bandhini. He said, Duryodhan, she is a Bandhini. She doesn't deserve any respect. She can be even stripped naked here. Make her sit on your thighs. No, that is not there in Mahabharata. This is another thing. That Draupadi laughed when he fell in that swimming pool. Duryodhan fell in that swimming pool. No, that is not there in Mahabharata. Duryodhan went to see Mayasabha, he fell in the pool, that is true. But Draupadi was not there. Draupadi was doing Ratsuri Yajna with Yudhishthir. Why will she leave Yajna, come to Mayasabha at that time and tell this fellow, Ande ka putra anda? This is some nice dialogue written in Mahabharata. Draupadi never told anything to Duryodhan. See, so many things come out, right? How is it possible that Ratsuri Yajna is going on? Why will she leave her husband and come and stand in that Mayasabha waiting? Okay, Giro Abhi. I'll tell you the dialogue. There's no logic. You just think about it. Yajna cannot be done without wife. No yajna a grahastha can do without a wife. Ram, even after Sitama left to the forest, he kept a Swarna Sita beside him. He cannot do a yajna without. And how will Yudhishthir Maharaj do a yajna without her? So she never told that. Anyway, good you clarified. There are so many things, Mataji. Like this. So he told you're a bandini. You know what is a bandini? Even prostitutes have levels of cadre. Level 1, level 2, level 3. First level is they do business to, give pleasure to men who are frustrated, whatever. Second level is, they also publicize themselves, they are available and this and that. Publicity is going on. Third level, they go and disturb the men who are nicely, happily married. You understand? What is the most dangerous one? Most damaging one? Third one, right? That fellow is nicely, happily married. He's sitting in the balcony with his wife. One female will come in nice, exposing dress and walk around there, attracting that fellow. What will happen? That fellow will get disturbed. Then he'll look at his wife. Why don't you wear dress like this? She'll tell, Pagal ho gaya kya? Desire is created. After the desire is created, frustration will come. And the frustration is not fulfilled, anger will come. Then the whole relation is destroyed. Right? Is it not true? When some desire is created in your mind, will it not disturb you? It will disturb. That is the reason we respectfully cover ourselves and respectfully be there. Because we don't want bad karma, right? If male or female, either ways, if you try to disturb the consciousness of somebody else who is married already, by your knowingly or unknowingly, you are doing some things, don't you think that karma will come? They will go through whatever they'll go through. That karma will come to you. Tomorrow you'll get divorced. Then you'll tell, oh, why do bad things happen to good people? I'm such a nice person. You did all nonsense before. Everything comes back. That is the reason we are so protective. I'll not get into the topic. So here what happened? He told she's Bandini. As soon as he told she, Divya Janma Draupadi, how can you tell Bandini? Was Draupadi like that? And Arjuna couldn't tolerate that. He said, I will definitely kill you, Arjuna, Karna, for this insult that you have done. You cannot tell this to my wife, Draupadi. Right? And so many things happened. Who motivated Karna to speak like that? Did anybody tell her Bandini? Nobody. His enmity, his envy. Prabhuji and Matajis, if you are envious towards somebody, you are going to destroy yourself. Remember that in life. You should learn a lot of things from Karna. Never be hateful towards anybody. There is a difference between being angry and being hateful. When anger converts into plan and action, it is hate. Stop anger at anger level only. Don't convert it to plan and action. Hate is very dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, the anger is a natural emotion that will come. But then you should be intelligent enough to take guidance and execute that anger. You can't just blindly run and do whatever you want. You'll destroy yourself. See, anger is a valid emotion given by God. We are not talking about anger removal. We are talking about anger management. We should know how to manage that anger. Otherwise, anger is one letter away from danger. At D, danger. So you should be very cautious when you get angry also. But anyway, coming back to Karna, why am I telling you these characters will come now? Karna had all malicious intentions. He actually created a full-fledged path for Duryodhana's destruction. Isn't it? He only told, make him sit on the thigh. That fellow's thigh was broken to kill him. Bhima took a resolution. So who is a good friend? Karna is a good friend? No, he did only bad for Duryodhana. And Duryodhana could only feel that Karna is my best friend because all his bad intentions were being fanned by Karna. Whatever Shakuni gave bad intentions were being fanned by Karna. I'm there. And finally, when the, when before the war, Bhishma told, I don't want to see this fellow on the battlefield. For two reasons. One, Bhishma knew that he is son of Kunti. And second, he doesn't want to be on the same battlefield with a crooked person like Karna. He had no respect for Karna. Because he saw what Karna did in Yuddha Sabha, right? What kind of a Kshatriya is he? Malicious fellow. Now this Karna is sitting, and that whole episode of, Indra coming to take his Kavajan Kundal, and he being a great Danavira Surakarna, he gave the Kavajan Kundal. I'm telling you, if you learn Mahabharata properly, you'll realize that, my God, the whole transaction was different from what you are shown. Right? Should I tell that also? There are many things, but I'll tell this one thing. So this fellow, he has Kavajan Kundal, and he cannot be killed with Kavajan Kundal. Right? War is going on, and so many times, Arjuna shot on him, but he could never kill Karna, because Karna cannot be killed unless Kavajan Kundal are there. But was he victorious on Arjuna even at least once? So Kavajan Kundal is stopping anybody to kill him, but Kavajan Kundal are not helping him to kill Arjuna. Did you all understand the logic?
Yes.
Kavajan Kundal will stop anybody to kill him. But is it giving him power to kill Arjun? No. He was always upset. And Duryodhan was very happy that he has Kavajan Kundal, so nobody can kill him, so he is always going to fight for me. So Duryodhan's eyes were first on his Kavajan Kundal. It's there, na? Okay, very good. But he was a malicious. Everybody is using each other. No friendship here. All transaction. Right? Suryadev got to know that Kavajan Kundal is going to be removed now. Indra is going to come. So he went and told that, be careful. I am letting you know that this is going to happen. I am your father, so I am letting you know. He had no intention to stop it also. He just said, this is what it is, information. FYI. For your information only. Okay? And then, how is it shown in serial? Emotional. Suryadev is crying. No, acha beta, no crying happened there. Right? FIA diya gaya tha. Uske baad kya hai? He knew that Indra is coming. And by the way, every morning Karna will go and give anything anybody wants. Bhaiya, everybody is to do that. Even Yudhishthir, well, Sandhya time, anybody will come, he'll give. Even Arjuna, during Sandhya time, anybody will come, anything he'll give. That was the dharma of a Kshatriya. Anybody comes, they'll give. And by the way, you read the entire Mahabharata, which is 1 lakh shlokas. Show me one shloka where Karna is mentioned as Danavira Surakarna. He has not done any donation except that day. Nothing special. You Danavira Surna. Nowhere it is mentioned. You show me. I'll be more than happy to see that shloka. उसको पॉपुलर बना दिया, प्रोपेगेंडा बना के उसको पॉपुलर बना दिया. दान मतलब कर्ण. अरे, who made him popular? TV serials. So now tell me the meaning of दान. दान का मतलब क्या? You don't expect anything back, right? You are giving, and you are giving with no intention of praise, no intention of respect, no intention of anything coming back, right? That is called dan. Indra came and he told, I want your Kavajan Kundal. He told, there is a shloka in Mahabharata. He told, I want Divyastra. I want Divyastra. You take the Kavajan Kundal, but I want the Divyastra. Now is this done? How are we shown in TV serial? Indra is crying. He gave Kavajan Kundal, at least take this. No, there was no at least take this. He said, I want it. I want the Divyastra with which I can kill Arjun. It was very clear. Why? Because he was so envious, all along he could never kill Arjuna in any of the battles. His Kavajan Kundal is useless. His revengeful attitude was so much that even if I die, make this note, Even if I die, it's okay, but I want to kill Arjun. He was so envious of Arjun. He said, Lele Kavajan Kundal, give me the Divyastra. Indra did not come with a Divyastra to give. He was coming to take the Kavajan Kundal. He didn't know that this transaction is going to happen. Right? Then I understood, my God, this fellow, I didn't know that this. Now he gave Dan and he is giving. He said, okay, take the Divyastra. But you can only use it once. Right? He also put a condition there. Right? You can only use it once, not more than once. For him, that condition was not. I mean, will you take any Divyastra if somebody says you'll only use it once? What is the meaning of the Divyastra? Meaningless, right? See, any logical fellow, if you are being given a weapon and you can only use it once, against a weapon that you can use it forever and it will never kill you, which one is more? Kavajan Kundal is more. But his enmity on Arjun was so much that he became blind. He said, no problem, one is only enough. Because my only target is Arjun. I'll kill Arjun. Give me that once. Just see the intention of Karna. He took that. Now I'll ask you about friendship. People talk about friendship between Arjuna and Duryodhan, right? Now tell me, Karna and Duryodhan, right? Now tell me, your friend is relying on you as the most important person in the war. Is that true? And your greatest weapon is Kavajan Kundal. Is that true? If he was really a friend, would he not have called or spoken to Duryodhan before giving Kavajan Kundal? बोलना तो चाहिए ना, ये Duryodhan, this thing is going to happen. And he got FYI one day before. ये मत बोलो तभी का तभी प्रभु मोबाइल नहीं था और टाइम पे कैसे फोन करके बोलेगा. Suryadev came and told one day before, your Kavajan Kundal is going to be removed. And only if this fellow planned, oh, acha, Indra is coming, I'll ask Vajrastra. I'll take that astra. He could have gone and told this to Duryodhan, right? Huh? तो बकरा कौन बना? Duryodhan. That fellow was completely relying on this person. He had the greatest weapon in the form of Kavajan Kundal. He gave it without even discussion. And then, after this whole transaction happened, then Duryodhan was like, where is your Kavajan Kundal? He said, I gave it. Whom did you give? I gave it to Indra, I got this one weapon. Duryodhan was absolutely upset. Arey, what kind of negotiation is this? Why didn't you tell me? Was he a so affectionate friend of Karna was feeling like that? No, uska bhi transaction chal raha hai na. If Karna is there, the war can never be won because this fellow cannot be killed. Now he can be killed. After he uses that weapon, he can be killed. Huh? And war shows that, he went and told Kunti, you'll always have 5 sons. Huh? You'll always have 5 sons. Even if Arjun is killed, I am there, or I am killed, Arjun is there, you'll have 5 sons. And I will not kill your other 4 sons. How many of you know that Nakul, Sahadev, Bhima and Yudhishthira also defeated Karna in the war? That is not shown. They only show Karna defeating them and telling, okay, I'm a Baksh there on jao. Right? That is only shown. But if you read Mahabharata, Bhima almost killed Karna and he said, पूरा उसको पल्प बना के, he said, forget, I'm not going to kill you because Arjuna took Pratigya. Right? Nakul and Sahadev could also take him to that place. But they did not kill Karna because Arjuna had to kill him. Right? Now you see, what is propaganda? Over time mein se ho raha tha propaganda. And now you see how a villain is converted into a hero. Right? Prabhu, this is the impact of history being changed. Yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned that Bhishma didn't want Karna and he backstabbed because of Madhi's wrong. But then all the brothers had done wrong. Then why did he fight them?
He did not have a choice. No? Bhishma. Oh, you didn't attend last class, no? I spoke a lot on that. You hear that recording. Why Bhishma fought the war? To please Krishna, he fought the war. A different paradigm. So understand this, that all these personalities on the Kurukshetra whom we are going to read. What is the time now? अभी तक श्लोका ही चालू नहीं किया हम लोगों ने। चलेगा, थोड़ा फास्ट चलेगा इसके बाद, क्योंकि already described lot of things about lot of people, right? But you should understand what kind of people was Krishna dealing with. Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, Sarva Karana Karanam, he was dealing with such characters, so many complexities, so many intentions, malicious thoughts. They're all come. It's not like Kauravas were united; they were united for going against Dharma. It was an alliance created to go against Dharma. Right? Remember one thing: when 10 people are coming together to kill one person, when 10 people are coming together to kill one person, there is something special about that person. remember that. Remember that always. It is not possible for 10 people to come together, because 10 people have their own intentions, have their own ulterior agendas. No two people will come together. Unless God is in the center, there is no reason for 10 people to come together. If 10 people are coming together, that means against whom they are coming together, there is something special about that fellow. You should just inquire and know what is that special thing. Right? History repeats, Prabhu. अभी भी चल रहा है. अभी भी चल रहा है. Yeah. Same thing चल रहा है. Don't. It's Kali-yuga. It will only become worse. It will only become worse. So what was I saying then? Yeah. So Karna is like this. Now, what is the problem with Drona? What is the problem with Drona? Why Drona was fighting a war? He was very attached to his son. That was his problem. Very attached, right from his childhood. The whole Mahabharat war is happening because of attachment to children. If you really look at it. Duryodhan was, the favorite son of Dhritarashtra, and to make him the king, the entire Mahabharat war happened. And Drona, he was Bharadwaja Putra, not an ordinary person. He was married to Kripi, the sister of Kripacharya. He had all the great association, but his attachment was so much high on his side. And Drupada was his friend in Gurukul. And Drupada just like that told, two people are sitting together eating prasad. Prabhuji, mera prasad aapka. Koi farak nahi, le lo. After the prasad, Prabhuji, aapka ghar mein mera. Huh? मैंने ये कब बोला? I just gave prasad. Why are you telling me? This is what happened. He told he's a Brahman. Brahman should never be greedy towards any property. Brahman should never be greedy towards any property. Brahmanical quality means he will always depend on God. There are many qualities of Brahman. Topmost quality is he is always dependent on God. So if you give 10,000 rupees to a Brahman, he will go and put 9,990 in hundi. With 10 rupees, he'll buy a little garland and all that also he'll put on God. Next meal will be arranged by God. That is the formula of a Brahman. Are you understanding? Brahmana will never have money in his pocket. His next meal is dependent. If tomorrow Krishna will give, I'll eat. If he doesn't give, I'll not eat. That is called dependence on God. That is one of the Brahmanical qualities. Right? You know, Prabhuji, ये ब्राह्मण जो आप बोल रहे हैं आजकल छोड़ो, कलयुग में क्या एक्सपेक्ट करोगे ब्राह्मण में? Right? Brahmanas are working in Infosys also. What Brahmana are you talking about? It's not, Brahmana is a Varna. You should do those activities. Anyway. So he was a Brahman. And he told, I'll give anything mine, half belongs to you. His son was crying. Kripi told, your son is crying. Don't you remember your friend Drupada? He went. Long story, I'm putting it short. He goes there and what does he ask? He asks, give me a cow. He did not ask, can I get a cow? He said, give me a cow. And Drupada did not like that. Why are you asking like it's a right? He said, no, I'll not give. Brahmana, he gave, Drupada gave many cows to Brahmanas. But this attitude is not right. This negotiation, and immediately understood where is the attitude come. Immediately said, you told everything that you have half belongs to me in Gurukul. I'm just asking you, why can't you give? Now this has become a rightful discussion. He didn't like that. He said, no, get lost. I'm not giving you anything. He carried that malicious, revengeful attitude, which is not at all a Brahmanical quality. Actually, some say that he was not even a perfect Brahmin. He was a mix between Brahman and Kshatriya. But that revengeful attitude, he was searching for somebody through whom he can take that revenge out. Right? He himself could have killed Drupada also. He was a skillful and strong person. But he was looking for humiliating Drupada also. So he was searching, and there where he went? He went towards Hastinapur and he took the Gurukul education of Pandavas and Kauravas. Because through them he wanted to defeat Drupada. See the whole agenda. Everybody has agenda here. Right? Now, he did all that. That is okay. But he also developed love towards Pandavas because he had that good character also. Where he was a Brahman. Brahmanical tendency also was there. But his son, Ashwadhama, became friend of Duryodhana. Duryodhana was a heavy political fellow. He knows how to make an alliance. Pappu is very good in alliance. He knows how to bring all the Pappus together. He brought. Even the person from a good camp who is not supposed to be in that camp, that fellow also became part of his alliance. He made that alliance. And result is what? Now he's saying, Arey, my God, what did I do? My son, he is on that side. How can I fight against my son? How can I kill my son? On top of that, Draupadi Swayamvar, he did not act because he was taken by shock. He couldn't believe that he was part of it, couldn't do anything. Ashwadhama was with Duryodhana, he could not react, so he felt guilty that I don't deserve to exist. I should be punished. So he said, okay, I'm going to fight against Pandavas. He knew that he will be destroyed. He knew who is Krishna. He knew who is Krishna. How can you fight when Krishna is on the other side? कोई मजाकी बोल रहा है, right? Krishna told him also. Krishna gave opportunity to everybody. He said, you don't have to be on that side. You are their guru. But he said, no, I'm bound by my activities. I deserve to be punished for what happened in Draupadi's Swayamvar. Sorry, that's not Swayamvar. The Vastrabharana. I deserve. So he accepted. Now the problem is, he is bad, but he's standing on the side of the bad and he's very powerful. He can't be defeated. Bharadwaj Shishi cannot be defeated. And he lost his intelligence so much that he even called for Divyastra at one point to kill the Pandavas. Because Duryodhana went and instigated, like he instigated Bhishma, 5 arrows, remember? Same way he instigated even, one day he went and instigated Drona. You are actually partial towards Pandavas. You never want to kill Pandavas. They are your favorite. You are fighting on my side because it's obligation. I don't believe in you. You are the what is that? Senapati now, but still you are not going to kill all that instigated. He said, now I am going to kill those fellows. And he started asking for Divyastra. Swayam Brahma came on the battlefield. And he told Drona, hey Drona, what are you doing? You are a Brahman. First of all, you should not be in this war right now. And on top of that, you are using Divyastra. Have you lost your mind or something? These astras cannot be used on this battlefield when common people are there. You can't use that. He didn't listen. He was arguing. Finally, he had to be subdued. And at that time, Krishna felt enough is enough. बहुत हो गया इसका. And Krishna had to bring him down because there was no way he can be brought down by any of the Pandavas also. So what did Krishna do? He called Bhima. He said, please make a declaration that Ashwadhama has died. So he used that word in such a way that, he shouted, I have killed Ashwadhama, I have killed Ashwadhama, I have killed Ashwadhama. Then Drona, if Ashwadhama is dead, his entire purpose of doing the war is gone. He doesn't need to do the war. And then he said, Ashwadhama is killed? I won't trust you. I'll only hear that from Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira is Dharmaraj. And Krishna made even Dharmaraj tell a lie. That is Krishna. Bolo Jai Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki. Rama will not do all this. Krishna will do all this. Krishna can do anything to establish dharma. Rama will just smash and establish dharma. Right? So Krishna, he stood there and he told, you tell the lie. So it was a lie. He told, that Ashwadhama is killed. And they made a sound also. Ashwadhama, elephant is killed. When Ashwadhama ding 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 killed. He blew the conch shell. Krishna knows everything. And then Ashwadhama is killed. Now, what did Durandar do after that? He dropped the pens. No. This is what TV serial children. That is the problem. Star Plus ka problem. You know what he did? He sat down. He kept his astra aside and he went into meditation. Why? Even though Yudhishthir told Ashwadhama is killed, Ashwadhama cannot be killed. He knew that. I want to make sure that Ashwadhama is killed. And he did the astral body travel. Have you heard of something like this? Yes. Buddhists, even today they do. It's a siddhi. Sitting here, I can go to any country. I can see things there and come back. This is one of the siddhi he had. And he sat down and his body, his subtle body, started traveling out of him and it was taking tour of the entire Kurukshetra. Is my son killed or no? And at that time, Krishna looked at Drishtadumna. Uda de isko. This is the time. Because if his body comes back, seeing Ashwadhama, then it's a problem. You understand? If it comes back, seeing Ashwadhama is alive, then he'll become more angry, he'll do more destruction. And he looked at it. Drishtadumna said, Nikal isko. Drishtadumna, he's doing meditation. Prabhu, being a Rama devotee is very easy. Being a Narsingha devotee is also very easy. But being a Krishna devotee is very difficult. You have to completely surrender onto him. That is the reason he says then, right? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. Keep aside all your dharma. Whatever I tell is dharma. Aham tvam sarva papebhya moksha shyami masucha. Bolo Jai Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki. Be like Krishna in a war. Follow Krishna's tactics. या मॉक ड्रिल बोला रात में उड़ा दिया. इसको बोलते हैं कृष्ण का स्ट्रेटेजी. है कि नहीं? He did that. Krishna told, उड़ा उसको. I'm telling you, this is the time. You have taken birth to kill this fellow. Now what are you waiting for? Finish it. Finish your business. And this is your only opportunity. Otherwise you cannot kill this person. Drishtadumna got down from his chariot, removed the knife and cut off his head while he was meditating. And his subtle body was traveling. He was doing Doordarshan everywhere. Yahan sar ud gaya. Channel hi cut ho gaya. Khatam. How will the body come back now? Where is the body? Khatam. He's dead. That is Drona for you. Like that, so many warriors, one by one. Krishna, that is why wherever, yatra partho dhanurdhara, right? Wherever there is Krishna, wherever there is Krishna, or wherever there is Arjuna and Krishna, their victory is 100%. There is no discussion on that because Krishna will make sure that you are victorious. Krishna will make sure. So now we'll read the shloka. At least one shloka let us do. Hare Krishna. I forgot my specs today. So, yeah, page 35. Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna. Please repeat after me. Sanjay Uvacha. Sanjay Uvacha. Drishtvatro Pandavanikam. Yuddham Duryodhanastada. Acharyam Upasangamya. Rajavachanam Abbraveet. Please repeat after me. Translation purport by the Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Sanjaya said, O King, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. Purport. Let us read the purport. Dhritarashtra was blind from birth. Unfortunately, he was also bereft of spiritual vision. He knew very well that his sons were equally blind in the matter of religion, and he was sure that he could never reach an understanding with the Pandavas, who were all pious since birth. Still, he was doubtful about the influence of the place of pilgrimage, and Sanjaya could understand his motive in asking about the situation on the battlefield. Sanjaya wanted, therefore, to encourage the despondent king, and thus assured him that his sons were not going to make any sort of compromise under the influence of the holy place. Sanjaya therefore informed the king that his son Duryodhana, after seeing the military force of the Pandavas, at once went to the commander-in-chief Dronacharya to inform him of the real position. Although Duryodhana is mentioned as a king, he still had to go to the commander on account of the seriousness of the situation. He was therefore quite fit to be a politician, but Duryodhana's diplomatic veneer could not disguise the fear he felt when he saw the military arrangement of the Pandavas. Hare Krishna. So, one second. So now Duryodhana is a heavy political fellow, right? Who is the commander-in-chief? Actually, Bhishma is the commander-in-chief. Bhishma is the Senapati, right? Bhishma is the first Senapati. He looked at Pandava army and he became scared. As soon as he became scared, he had to go and speak to somebody. Why didn't he go to Bhishma? Bhishma is the commander-in-chief, right? Because he was taught good education. Anytime a Brahmana is more respected than a Kshatriya. So he went to Dronacharya. Understood? He went to Drona because he is a Brahman. And he went to, and he kept, he was sure about Bhishma, but he wanted to play that little political game. What was the political game? He is going to Drona because he is a Brahman, but also he is angry on Drona. Why is he angry on Drona? He wanted to provoke Drona. He wanted to provoke Drona and tell what? Drona, you are the one who actually taught these people how to do the work. So I am putting you on spot. And by the way, who is the Senapati of the Pandava army? Drishtadumna, brother of Draupadi. Who taught Drishtadumna war skills? Dronacharya. Look at the parody. Drishtadumna came to, Drupada brought his son to Dronacharya's academy. And he told, can you teach, fighting skills to my son? And Dronacharya also knew the only reason he took birth is to kill me. Right? Still he gave the skills to Drishtadumna. That shows a great quality of Drona. But Duryodhana was very angry that he gave skills to even a person who is going to kill him. He is predicted to kill him, he gave skills to him also. So that is the reason he is going and actually teasing. See, people in Sattva-guna, they encourage people by praising. But people in Tamoguna encourage people by teasing. See, I'll do. This is how people in Tamoguna get their work done. Your boss will come and tell you, useless fellow. What is the use of your degree? Can't do even this. Then what will you do? I'll do it now. Right? The same boss can also come and tell you, you have done excellent job earlier. I think if you do a little better, this report will be even nice. What do you say? This is called boss in Sattva-guna. Boss in Sattva-guna, boss in Tamoguna. Boss in Rajoguna, he will sit with you, he will also do that work. Mode of passion. Micromanagement, mode of passion. So anyway, you can see this Tamoguna, Rajoguna and Satoguna. There is a whole session on, how many of you finished the session 1 of SSR as homework that I sent? क्या हो रहा है यार? इतना यूट्यूब तो देख रहे हो ना? Just see this one more video. Right? I sent it last week. It is important because the concept that I'm talking about, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, you'll not understand unless you see that. Right? There is a whole elevation of class 1, class 2, class 3. So this week we'll send Does God Exist? But before that, please finish In Search of Happiness. Will you do that?
Yes.
प्रमाण करके? Yeah? बोलो.
Yes.
देखो जी, please. It's education. We are not doing a time pass. We are all, in whatever katha that I told is also relevant to Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita. That is the reason I told that katha. You know, it was not like I wanted to tell a whole story of Karna and Ekalavya. No, it is all related to Bhagavad Gita as the shlokas will start. Right? So please be serious in this class and take inputs and hear it again so you remember these things. And please finish those SSR sessions also. Some of you did not attend, you better finish those. Otherwise, you'll not. And nobody stops you from finishing till session 12. Right? It's not like ek hafte mein ek hi karna hai. You know, you can finish all the 12 in 1 week also. Right? So please listen to those. So here Drona is being called for, by Duryodhan, because Duryodhan is angry on Drona that you have trained all these people. Right? You have trained all these people, and now you're also standing on this side, but whatever strength they have, you only have given. Like that. And he's also very, very scared. You understand? He's very, very scared. Let us go to the next shloka. Shloka number 3. Pashyaitam Pandu Putranam. Everybody has the shloka in front of you? Page 36?
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Pashyaitam Pandu Putranam. Acharya Mahatim Chamum. Acharya Mahatim Chamum. Vyudhyam Drupada Putrena. Vyudhyam Drupada Putrena. Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Repeat after me. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. See how sarcastic this fellow is. He is playing politics. Thoda, he wants to provoke Drona. They say, see how nicely they arranged. By the way, you only trained that fellow. इसको बोलते हैं politics. Purport. Duryodhana, a great diplomat, Srila Prabhupada is saying, Duryodhana, a great diplomat, wanted to point out the defects of Dronacharya. A great Brahmana commander-in-chief, Dronacharya had some political quarrel with King Drupada, the father of Draupadi, who was Arjuna's wife. As a result of this quarrel, Drupada performed a great sacrifice by which he received the benediction of having a son who would be able to kill Dronacharya. Dronacharya knew this perfectly well, and yet as a liberal Brahmana, he did not hesitate to impart all the military secrets when the son of Drupada, Drushtadhumna, was entrusted to him for military education. Now on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Drushtadhumna took the side of the Pandavas, and it was he who arranged this military phalanx after having learned the art from Dronacharya. Dronacharya pointed out this mistake of, Duryodhana pointed out this mistake of Dronacharya's so that he might be alert and uncompromising in fighting. By this, he wanted to point out also that he should not be similarly lenient in battle against the Pandavas, who were also Dronacharya's affectionate students. Arjuna, especially, was his most affectionate and brilliant student. Duryodhana also warned that such leniency in the fight would lead to defeat. क्या politician है? तू पहले गलती किया, फिर repeat मत कर. You already did a mistake of giving education to Drushtadumna. You were very lenient being Brahmana. Now don't show those leniencies in the battlefield. Because opposite side कौन है? Pandavas. And Pandavas are dharmic. And you like them. I know you like them. if you really look at Duryodhana's situation, na, it's really merciful situation, right? उसके तरफ सभी है लेकिन कोई नहीं है. पप्पू का भी सिचुएशन यही है अभी. Nobody is with that fellow, but everybody is that fellow. है कि नहीं? So, Hare Krishna. Anybody here minds if I call Duryodhana as Pappu? I don't care. I'll still call him. Because Anurag Prabhu likes when I call it. I see a big smile on Prabhuji's face. You know? Prabhuji का उम्र बढ़ जाता है every time I tell Prabhu. दुर्योधना का नाम भी खराब कर रहे. अरे कृष्णा, this is like. अत्र सुरा महेश्वस भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथ. So Maharatha. So let us read the translation. Repeat after me. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. Great fighters like Yudhana, Virata and Drupada. He is comparing now. You know, he is telling, hey, look at that army. There are many people, not only Bhima and Arjuna, there are many people equal to Bhima and Arjuna. He is telling whom? Who is he telling all this? Drona. Right? Now, why is he telling Bhima and Arjuna's names? Because he is not able to sleep in the nights. Simple, no? That fellow is not getting proper sleep also. Because in the night he can only think of Bhima coming and breaking his thigh. You know, Arjuna coming and smashing the entire army. Right? He cannot sleep. That is the reason immediately, hey, look at that army. Bhima and Arjuna? No. Many others are powerful like them also. Like that he is saying. And he is saying there are many Maharathis. Now, what is a Maharathi? Even in Kshatriyas, there are different levels. Please repeat after me. Artharathi. Artharathi, Maharathi, Athirathi. Maharathi, Athirathi. Even Artharathi and Maharathi के बीच में एक और है, Yodha. Right? Yodha. What is Artharathi? Okay, let me go with reverse. Artharathi means the one who can kill unlimited people. Artharathi means he can single-handedly kill unlimited people. So you can't give that designation to anybody and everybody. You can't call yourself Artharathi. No. Artharathi means he can kill unlimited people. He is very powerful. Maharathi means he can kill 10,000 people at once. He has a power to kill 10,000 people. That's when you call somebody as Maharathi. Yodha means he will kill at least one person, one fellow. One on one. He can go have a fight with one person and kill that fellow. And Artharathi means even one fellow he can't kill. He will struggle to kill even one fellow. Right? Artharathi. So here he is telling there are many Maharathis on the other side. Right? Who can kill more than 10,000 people at a time. Like that he was saying. Yeah. And here he is talking about Yudhana. Yudhana, Satyaki. Yudhana is another name of Satyaki. And Satyaki is on the side of, actually comes from Dwarka. He is part of this army because of the negotiation. Narayani Sena ke sath aa gaya. And Virata. Virata is their uncle. You know that who is Virata, right? He is the uncle of Nakul and Sahadev, who was cheated by Duryodhana. When he was coming to the camp, he was given seva and he thought Pandavas are giving the seva. And Duryodhana made sure that he gave the seva and finally told, because you took seva from me, you have to fight on my side. Right? No, wait a second. No, what is his name? Virata. No, not Virata. Who was the charioteer of Karna? Shalya. No, that is Shalya. Virata is another person. Virata is correct only. He is on the side of Pandavas only. Shalya was the person. Shalya was the uncle of Nakul and Sahadev. And he was coming to the war to fight with on side of Pandavas. But on the way he arranged for a lot of nice accommodation, everything, Duryodhana. And he made him feel that that camp is of Pandavas. And he didn't realize that he took the services. By the time he came, he told that, oh, thank you for taking services from me. So why did I take services from you? You are my enemy. I am coming to fight on behalf of Pandavas. Then he said, it's okay, you can leave and fight. No, I have become Rini of you. I have to fight on your behalf. No, see, that is how moral the Kshatriyas were at that time. I can't fight with you if I am obligated to you in any way. इसलिए बोलते हैं ना, घर का नमक मत खाओ. If you are if you are enemy of somebody, don't eat even salt in his house. You should not be obligated in any way. Then only you can go against him completely. But then Krishna told him, don't worry, you be on their side, you'll be more useful to me. So when he became the territory of Karna, Are Baapre, he gave so much hell and, so much nonsense for Karna. Karna was literally praying that, why did he come on this side? Because Karna would go and he was trying to attack Arjuna. He's like, you want to fight Arjuna even today? Now also, no, you can't kill Arjuna. Why do you want me to take me there? Yesterday, I made sure that you ran away from Arjuna. Karna is like, what are you doing? You are bringing down my morale. I know I can kill that fellow. What you kill so many times? What is this? So Shalya did that big work. But anyway, here Virata is different. And he was killed. Virat Raj was also killed by Drupada. Sorry, Virata was killed on the which day? He was killed on the 15th day. On the 15th day, Virat Raj was killed, and even Drupada was killed on the 15th day of the war. Purport. Even though Drishtadumna was not a very important obstacle in the face of Dronacharyas, in the face of Dronacharya's very great power in the military art, there were many others who were causes of fear. They are mentioned by Duryodhana as great stumbling blocks on the path of victory because each and every one of them was formidable as Bhima and Arjuna. He knew the strength of Bhima and Arjuna and thus he compared the others with them. Right? He was trying to compare that, there are many others also great warriors like Bhima and Arjuna. Because basically he was very fearful of Bhima and Arjuna. That is what he was comparing with. Prashad, aa gaya, brother? Hare Krishna. What is the time? Huh? 10:25. Can we go for another 5 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. दृष्टकेतुश्चकितेन दृष्टकेतुश्चकितान काशीराज्यश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिबोधश्च सैभ्यश्च नरपुङ्गवा. Repeat after me. Translation. There are also great heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashi Raja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, and Saibhya. So, Saibhya is father-in-law of Yudhishthir. Huh? Father-in-law of Yudhishthir is Drupada, right? No. Yudhishthir had many other wives. So, he was one of the wife's father. Saibhya. Kunti Bhoja and Purujit, they were the brothers of Kunti. Right? Brothers of Kunti. They also came to do the war. And Chakitana is, who is he? He is also Yadava, comes from the Yadava dynasty, Chakitana. And Drishtaketu is son of Shishupal. Right? You know Shishupal ji, right? Who is Shishupal? टीवी सीरियल नहीं देखा क्या? शिशुपाल कौन है? Have you heard the name Shishupal? Can you remember? Huh? Associate Director in Wipro Technologies. कौन है शिशुपाल? हाँ, कुंती का बहू का लड़का. What is the specialty of Shishupal? Who killed Shishupal? ये मालूम है. ये सीरियल में मालूम है. Why did he kill Shishupal? He promised his mother Who promised? Krishna promised that I will kill Shishupal only after 100 mistakes. ये फिर टीवी सीरियल का प्रॉब्लम है, बोलना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे. This old 100 mistakes is never there. Don't worry about that. Actually, Shishupal was again very envious of Krishna because Krishna predicted his death. How? Because when Shishupal was born, he was born with another, 2 hands and 2 legs like that. Then his mother was like, "He kaisa paida ho gaya?" It's like looks like a Rakshas. And then there was a prediction. She asked that, can you please tell, the boy who is born like this, how will his death be? Mother should not ask this question, but she asked. And the Akashvani came, whoever touches him and he'll lose his extra limbs, he'll be the cause of his death. And then obviously there was a big, competition kept that who please come, everybody touch my son, touch my son, touch my son, touch my son. People are scared. If I touch this fellow, limbs are gone, I'll be gone. Then Krishna and Balram were invited. They are related. So Krishna and Balram came and Shishupal was given. As soon as Krishna holded Shishupal, his hands and legs went away. Immediately the mother was like, "Oh my God, you will be the cause of the death of my son, Krishna. You are so dear to me. How can you kill my son?" And Krishna told, "I had no plan to kill this fellow." But anyway, so I promise you that I'll forgive him. I'll forgive him in all situations. I'll not kill him unless there is a dire reason. No, Krishna, 100 times I'll forgive. Like that he told. But 100 was not something that he was measuring. So Shishupal was always envious of Krishna. And Krishna also knows how to make envious person even more, एकदम जिस जहां पे प्रेस करने से बहुत दर्द होता है, Krishna keeps a screwdriver in that, and even rotates it. That was the situation of Shishupal. Poor fellow, he went to that. Is there any famous parlor in Hyderabad? Any famous men's parlor? Any name? Huh? Javed. Main road. So Shishupal went to Javed parlor. He changed hair straightening, pura, powder laga ke, because he was going to get married to whom? Rukmini. Poor fellow was ultimately got an arrangement. He was going to get married to Rukmini. His our brother Rukmi, he felt he was envious of Krishna. He said, "Rukmi, Rukmini, you have to marry this fellow Shishupal." Shishupal, "Mera marriage? Mera marriage? Arre baap re. And my marriage with whom? Rukmini. Rukmini is who? Swayam Lakshmi Devi. How can you get married to Rukmini? You can't get married to Rukmini." We'll end this shloka here. We'll stop here today. I'll just end with this. So, this fellow was like, I'm going to get married to Rukmini and this and that. Rukmini was always, naturally, eternally, is part of Krishna. Lakshmi Narayan ko koi alag nahi kar sakte. So she appeared. Lakshmi Devi as an expansion, she appeared. And she is waiting to get, associate with her beloved again as Krishna. And she used to hear a lot of Leelas of Krishna. Even sitting in Vidarbha Desh, whenever anybody used to come from Mathura, travelers, he used to hear about Krishna. And she was so naturally attracted to Krishna. And she wanted to marry Krishna. And she told her brother that I want to marry to Krishna. She told her father also, I want to marry Krishna. Father told immediately, yes, Krishna is the best alliance. I want to marry. But Rukmi, her brother, was very envious. Her ghar mein villain hota hai. So that fellow said, no, you cannot marry. In fact, he made sure, because he was a friend of Jarasan. And Jarasan is a friend of Shishupal. Right? All the alliance people are one side always, So he told, that, okay, so my friend's friend can marry you. Shishupal can marry you. Shishupal, all the people of Vidarbha, like, Shishupal's marriage karoge? Shishupal was very, very happy that I'm going to get married. So the first ever beautiful love letter was written by Rukmini to Krishna. That please, come and marry me. If you're not going to marry me, I'm going to leave my body. I will die. There is no way under the sun, anybody except you. It was not like Shishupal ke saath, no. Anybody except you. I can't, serve anybody else. So she gave it to a Brahman, and the Brahman went to meet Krishna. And at that time, what was Krishna doing? He was doing war with Jarasan. He was throwing. Jarasan was one character. He would accumulate all the nonsensical people on the planet, bring them all in front of Krishna. Krishna will kill all of them. Leave this fellow. Go. फिर जा गया 18 times. Can you believe? एक बार ठीक है. He brought so many people. Right? Krishna was saying, why should I go and kill so many people? He'll tell Jarasan, तू लेकर आ सभी लोगों को. So he'll go, he'll make alliance with so many people, he'll bring all of them and do a war. Krishna will wipe them off. Say, ja, ab ja, फिर से. He used to only leave Jarasan. Jarasan will go again. How can you do this, Krishna? Because his daughters became widow because of Krishna. Because his daughters were married to Kamsa. Say, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to leave this fellow. Again, he would go and bring all these people. Right? So Shishupal was part of that gang. So, by the way, so this time he brought more Sena. He said, this time I'm going to defeat you, Krishna. And at that time, Krishna got a indication that his love letter came in Dwarka. His love letter came. So what is more important? Love letter or Jarasan? Love letter. Obviously, immediately Krishna said, Jarasan, you wait, I'll go. Jarasan, I brought all this army to fight with you, how can you go? Krishna just left. Krishna does anything, it's popular, Prabhu. He leaves a war, and what is he worshipped as? Ranchod Rai. Ranchod Rai Bhagwan ki. You go to Gujarat, there is a temple, Ranchod Rai. He left Jarasan and he just walked away to read a love letter. And he read the love letter. Arey wah, my beloved is calling me, my Lakshmi Devi is calling me. I am going to go now. So he told that Brahmana, go and tell her I'll come. Don't worry, I'll be there. Right? Assurance is there. Now Rukmini is waiting, Now Krishna also does everything in a very climaxical way. Like this whole Bollywood, Tollywood climax, udhar se hai. They all copied from Mahabharata, So everything in a climaxical way. So Krishna is like at home, waiting for the right moment. He told Balram that, please come with me to assist this whole thing. Balram said, yes, I'll come and help you in kidnapping. Don't worry. So both brothers are ready. Right? And Jarasan became also ready because Shishupal told, I'm getting married, please come. Keep all the war aside, let us come and celebrate my marriage. And by the way, she was planning to marry Krishna. I am going to marry her now. Jarasan was like, good, that fellow, you better marry. I'll make sure that I'll come and execute this marriage. I'll also be with you. So entire alliance was on one side. They all came to get Shishupal married with Rukmini. And Rukmini is waiting for Krishna. And Krishna is not anywhere. He is not to be seen. Nothing is going on. Everything, all makeup has happened. Then Rukmini told, I want to go to Katyayani Devi's temple. Because I have to go and worship Katyayani Devi, that I need to get, Katyayani Devi means Parvati. I need to get Krishna as my husband. So Krishna was like, okay, he's waiting for the right climax, right? And at that time, she went to the temple. Shishupal also went to the temple. He's standing there, like, okay, now, right after that darshan of Katyayani Devi, marriage is going to happen. That is the plan. Right after that, now everything is fixed. Jarasandh is there, Shishupal is there, so many, our gang is there, our brother Rukmi is there, sabhi log hai. And Rukmini is just walking into the temple. Till now, Krishna is not to be seen. Where is Krishna? Nobody knows. Can you imagine the suspense? Right? So Krishna is not to be seen. Rukmini goes, she worships Katyayani Devi, and she tells, please, please fulfill my desire. And she comes down and she's standing. Rukmini is few feet away from Shishupal. Shishupal is thinking, I should hold her hand now. Can anybody hold the hand of Lakshmi Devi? Impossible. Even Ravana could not. Even Ravana could not hold the hand of Sita. Maya Sita came. Right? Now he's thinking, just imagine that fellow's fortune. First time he's getting married. Full makeup हो गया. Entire kingdom is watching. मैं किसी का कभी कचरा करना है तो ऐसे टाइम पे करना है कि नहीं? Like literally उसका इज्जत निकालना है तो ऐसे टाइम पे निकालना है. Krishna just comes before this fellow thinks, okay, I'm going to hold the hand of Rukmini Devi. Rukmini Devi is absolutely relaxed. Krishna comes like a flash on a chariot. Tells Rukmini Devi, please come here. And Rukmini enters the chariot. And Krishna says, you drive the chariot. Right? And this Shishupal could not do anything. He was just struck by shock for what is happening. First of all, you cannot come in that arena. The whole thing is surrounded. Jarasandha has already brought all his gang. There is no way anybody can come in between. From where did this fellow come? He comes like a flash, asks Rukmini to come inside. Rukmini goes and says, you drive. Right? And Rukmini is so happy. That my beloved has come, Krishna has come. And Krishna just drives and nicely goes out of that arena, and everybody are just looking at him, what is going on? They're not able to digest what is happening. You can't do that, right? Pura hi kachra kar diya, matlab. And as soon as they realized what happened, Balram came with the army and started smashing everybody. What is this? And then Rukmi said, no, I will go and, Shishupal, you wait, tera izzat pura nahi gaya, I'll take care. I'll go and get, my sister, don't worry. He chased Krishna out and finally came in front of Krishna, and Krishna told Rukmi, I'm going to kill this fellow. And Rukmini told, no, he's my brother. So Krishna shaved his head and said, this is your punishment for doing such a wrong thing. How can you wed your sister to somebody she doesn't like? I wanted to prove this to the world, that never a woman can be wed to somebody that she doesn't like. It is not allowed. And then, of course, so itna kachra ho gaya Shishupal ka this thing. At his birth, Krishna came and removed his limbs and told that I am the reason. Finally, he said, okay, compromise ho gaya usse. He is going to get married. He took away his to-be wife. So Krishna was very envious of. Shishupal was very envious of Krishna. So finally, when Krishna was declared to be do the Agra Puja in Rajsur Yajna, after the whole Yajna is over. Now, this is a very important point. After the whole Yajna is done, what is Rajsu Yajna? The whole world has to agree that you are the king. That is Rajsu Yajna. And everybody, willingly or unwillingly, they accepted. Because there was a whole gang that was not ready to accept Yudhishthira as a king. But still, they accepted. Because ultimately, Hastinapur is one family. Let's not go against them. We'll accept it. Duryodhana was not accepting, but he looked at his father and said, okay, no problem. Yudhishthira was thrown as the emperor of the planet, in a way. At that time, he had to do the puja, Agra Puja. Agra Puja means first puja. Who should he be done? There was everybody. There was Brahma, Shiva, Indra. Everybody were there in the assembly. And all the sages told, when Swayam Narayana is here, where is the question of doing worship of anybody else? So people recognized who is Krishna. But in spite of people recognizing, still people are not agreeing. Today also the same situation, right? Everybody knows who is God, but people still talk all nonsense. That time also the same nonsense was there. So when Krishna was brought, that we have to do that, Vyasa, all Vishwamitra, all Munis said, Krishna is the first person to be worshipped because it's Swayam Narayana. So Krishna was made to sit and the puja started. And immediately after that, this was like the peak of insult, right? This fellow is also a king. He is not being worshipped, he is not being throned or anything. And Krishna, the most envious person, because of whom he could not get married, because of whom he was insulted, because of whom, his mother felt that he'll ultimately kill me, then he became very angry. Then he started shouting on Krishna. Taka, taka. He started using all filthy words on Krishna. See, God always looks at us like his children. Sometimes when the son comes and shouts at the father also, father feels happy. It is my son only, na? You are shouting like this also. Father feels that connection with his son. Are you following? Krishna was not getting angry on Shishupal. Krishna was not even counting also. Even movie serials was counting. 64 next, 65 next. ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. Krishna was enjoying when he was shouting. तू चोर है. I was a big robber. तू सुअर है. I was Varaha avatar in past life. Yes, go on. तो ये है, तो वो है. Krishna was enjoying that. But Krishna was not. How can we be so great that we can insult God? We cannot be so great that we can insult God. God is great. Achyuta. Right? So we cannot bring him down. God, you cannot bring him down. So Shishupal was going on shouting. Krishna was enjoying. Acha, ye bhi bol. No problem. He was just looking at Shishupal and he was laughing and he was not getting affected. Then Shishupal felt, इसको तो कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है. I'm shouting at this fellow, he's simply smiling. Then he felt, okay, I am going to shout at people that he likes. Then he started shouting at Bhishma. Bhishma, your entire pratigya is useless. You are a big dhongi. Immediately Bhishma got up. How do you dare? Krishna said, no, wait, I'll take care. He's shouting at you because he wants me to become angry. Take it easy. He shouted at Drona. He shouted at, he shouted at everybody in the assembly. And Krishna was like, just calm down, calm down. But one person, Krishna could not make him calm down. Who was that? Bhima. Who told that? Bhima was one person whom even Krishna can't control. Bhima was like, hey, Krishna, he insulted you. You are our most dear. That itself is big problem for me. He is insulting my entire family. He is insulting my grandfather. He is insulting my guru. What is this? Krishna, I can't stop myself. Krishna was like, wait, Bhima, just wait. I'll take care of this fellow. When the right time will come, I'll take care. He was enjoying, Krishna was enjoying, but Bhima was not stoppable. So Bhima literally got up to kill that fellow. At that time, Krishna understood, now is the time to kill Shishupal. Why? Not because 100 number. That is what is shown in the serials and movies, right? Not because of 100 number. Because if blood falls on the floor in Ratsuri Yajna, the entire Yajna will be called void. The whole Yajna is unsuccessful. Ratsuri Yajna means what? Peacefully everybody agreed for the ruling of the king. Again, peacefully agree. If blood fell means what is the meaning? Somebody is objecting. Not everybody has agreed. Until either you agree or you die. That is done all before the yajna. But during the yajna or finishing of the yajna, you can't see any blood. So Krishna understood. If Bhima punches this fellow, his teeth will break, all blood will fall on the floor. Again. So he has to be killed in a way that blood doesn't fall. So he called Sudarshan. In the history of surgery, I don't know, you can say, the head was removed without even a drop of blood to fall. That is how Krishna killed him. Right? His head was removed, body fell, not a single drop of blood came out. Clear surgery, and his head was thrown away. And at that time, the whole kingdom was like shocked. Arey, kya ho gaya? Krishna said, no problem. Yet Ratsuri Yajna is still successful. And I made sure that this fellow is gone. Bolo Jai Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai. And at that time, Krishna told that this we have not done as an act of revenge. And it was not like we had greed towards Chediraj. So his son Drishtaketu will be throned as the king of Chediraj. And Drishtaketu came on the side of Pandavas. Even though Krishna killed his father, but he, seeing the generosity of Pandavas and Krishna throning him during the Yatsurikya, after that, he was also thrown to be the king of that kingdom, Drishtaketu. So that is Drishtaketu. Because of Drishtaketu, we went into all this. Who is Drishtaketu? Hare Krishna. So we finished 4 slokas, but we'll go faster now. Sometimes I get tempted to get into Katha. Because Katha is also, please repeat after me. Janma karma chame divyam. Evam yo veti tatvatah. Tyaktya deham punarjanma. Naiti mameti so Arjuna. Chapter 4, 9th sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna is telling that just by hearing about my birth, my disappearance and my activities attentively, if you hear and you develop love towards me, Janma karma chame divyam. Everything is divyam. My appearance is divyam, my disappearance is also divyam. Divyam means auspicious and filled with purity. Right? Just by hearing my appearance and disappearance, Janma karma chame divyam evam yoviti tatvatah. You'll understand my tattva. You'll understand who am I? Who is God? By hearing about Krishna, you'll understand the greatness of God. Is that true? Yeah. Janma karma chame divyam evam yoviti tatvatah tyaktya deham punarjanma. When you leave your body, your deham when you leave, and you are supposed to get punarjanma, naiti mameti swarjuna. The one who hears my activities, my pastimes, and understands me will not take birth again. Haribol. That is the reason we discuss Krishna Katha. Right? So that we discuss about him, we hear about him, we get attracted to him, we see how many things he has done for his devotees. For Pandavas, how many things he did, so many politics he handled, so many crooked people he handled, right? So many times, so many issues he handled. For what Krishna has handled, you will know more and more in the future, right? As we get more and more into the katha and to the shlokas. So the beginning part is all introduction of Kshatriyas everywhere, right? So next week we'll continue. So any questions, Prabhuji and Mataji? No questions? What is in Prasad? Is that a question? Okay. So my humble request. Yes, Mataji, you have a question.
Guruji, I've always wondered what did Draupadi do to go through the humiliation? She's called in a sabha like that. And does that bring the value of women down in our society?
Well, there are some great people. Very good question, Mataji. Some great people become great because of the sacrifices they make, not because of the power they have. Greatness of a person is known by how he can tolerate provoking situations. Can you repeat after me? The greatness of a person can be known by how one can tolerate provoking situations. And provoking situations, how one tolerates, makes a person great. So Draupadi is a great person. She was chosen by Krishna for this role, where she had to go through an insult which no woman should never face. But I cannot say Krishna retaliated it. Nobody can retaliate for what she went through. Her sons were killed, in the mid of the night, and she forgave the killer. When even Krishna was surprised, how can you forgive this? Krishna brought Ashwadhama, kill this fellow. And Draupadi said, no. I know the pain of my son dying. I know the pain of my son's dying. Kripi's only son is Ashwadhama. I don't want his mother to go through the same pain. My God. When Krishna heard this, his heart melted. What a great personality is Draupadi. Right? Nobody can do that. So, they are great personalities. And they go through some, like Bhishma also. He went through so much to please Krishna. Is a great example. And Draupadi, Divya Janma Draupadi. Right? Most purest of the pure. And the great Sakhi of Swayam Bhagwan, Krishna. So we cannot compare her with today's woman or today's anybody. Today's men or women, doesn't matter. We can't compare these great personalities with today. We are not qualified. At the same time, we cannot say that Draupadi went through it, somebody else also has to go through it. No. Or we cannot retaliate also. So we only have to learn the lessons out of these things. Did I answer? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Any of these characters, you should learn the lessons and their actual incidents. This is history. This is not mythology. Remove the word mythology from your dictionaries. That is also one of the astra of British. This is history. Mahabharata is not mythology. It is history. Our history. Like that. Hare Krishna. So tomorrow is Narsingha Chaturdashi, the appearance day of Lord Nrsimhadev. And how many have come to or know that there is a place called Bhakti Center here? Yeah, Hare Krishna. So please come tomorrow. Tomorrow evening we'll have Abhishek of Narsinghadev. Abhishek, you know what is Abhishek, right? All the Panchamrit and all that. You also will get an opportunity to do Abhishek if you come on time. 5:30 dot the Abhishek starts. 6 o'clock dot the Abhishek gets over. And you can cook something for Narsinghadev. Narsinghadev is Swayam Krishna. Keshava Dhrita. Right? The same Keshava comes as Narsinghadev. So please, you can cook something nice, sweet or some, many will do upavas until on the appearance day of such God, Krishna appeared in the midnight, so we do upavas till midnight. Upavas means some people don't have anything, including water. Some people have water. Some people can have fruits. If you can't, if you're working in software, please eat something, or you will die. Your bodies are already gone. So, you can you can have ekadashi, like sabudana or samo, like fasting related thing you can have. Just maintain the fast. Chant more number of rounds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant more rounds, and you can come in the evening. We'll have Narsingha Katha, right? Lord Narsinghadev, how he appeared and how he saved his devotee Prahalad. You can hear that. Many places it's been celebrated. You can also go to any other ISKCON temple if it's nearby. ISKCON Abbott, ISKCON Secunderabad, ISKCON Attapur. right? Many places you can go, or you can also come to Bhakti Center and you can participate. Okay, tomorrow is Narsingh Chaturdashi. Narsingh Bhagwan ki. And we'll also sing Narsingh Arti at the end of the session. Why? Because Narsingh Dev came to save his devotee Prahlad. There is a little Prahlad sitting inside all of us also, trying to become Prahlad. Thoda, 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 thoda. But the Prahlad is so small that if Maya Devi comes, he'll run away. So we want to save that little Prahlad inside us. So we are praying to Lord Narsingh Dev at the end of satsang that please keep me in this satsang. Please keep me motivated to come to this satsang. Don't allow my mind to get diverted, and let me learn Bhagavad Gita methodically. Hare Krishna. Huh? Hari Bol. So we'll ask Prabhuji, our Narsingh Arti expert. Yes, Mate? Athirathi. Athirathi. Athirathi means unlimited. Maharathi means 10,000. And Yodha means one-on-one. Artharathi means Papu. Not even one. You know? Why are you asking? Mate? You're not married yet, right? If you're married, your husband will be scared, Why is she asking Athirathi Maharathi? What is she? Just joking, just joking. Hare Krishna. Just kidding. Okay. Hare Krishna. ठीक है, आप गाओ.